Oh, oh, holy crap!
I believe we
Oh,
are
we
on
are.
the air right now.
What do you mean you believe? Of course we are. We knew what was going to happen.
I mean, I had an assumption that that might work out that way, but there was no guarantees, honestly. When you put
Uh,
me in control of putting these things together, anything is possible.
yeah. So we are. You need to turn off. It stopped already.
The stream did.
So we are. Oh no, I had a pause. So can you turn off your other cameras? Right click and just show video chat. Think.
What?
Fuck it.
All I can see right now is you, so I have no idea what else is going on. Is anybody actually in here right now? Because we didn't get to actually do the setup for the stream today, so we didn't know if anybody was going.
Well, on YouTube, Mikoto's little pictures up.
Oh yeah. I saw that. No, we're gonna disappear if I. Hey, I like Makoto's little picture. It's Misa and Miku, isn't it? I think we
Are
can
you
leave that.
showing the text?
The text. The text of what?
Our private chat.
I don't think so. All I'm
It's
seeing
on
right now.
YouTube.
I hope not. Jesus. Oh my God,
From,
I am. Get out of here.
I mean, nothing bad. We're just
That's us discussing if we're going to do the podcast today. See,
right.
this is why I didn't want to do this.
Did you get it off the screen?
It's off the screen now. I can't see the chat though, so I don't know if anybody's saying anything anymore. Is anybody even watching this right now? Ryan, I'm going to need you to pull up the stream so we know if anybody's even watching this. Because the second I pull up the stream, that's what people are going to say.
There's 24 people watching.
Oh, hey guys, what's up?
Hey, good morning.
So, yeah, I just recorded a video telling you guys that we were not going to be able to make it today. Yet somehow, via duct tapes and rubber bands, Ryan and I figured out a way to get on the air today without the help of the professionals that we normally work with, Wave and Alan. So, how you doing today, Ryan?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good
Champ,
to
how
hear.
are you doing?
I can't complain. It's a little too early to be able to complain. You know, maybe later on in the day. How's the chat doing out there? Everybody seem happy from what you could see. I'm guessing we see some Captain Dusty farts, maybe some Falcon Sooner out there. You know, a couple of those guys.
Well, yeah, Alan decided to show up. He just couldn't. He says he just couldn't host.
Oh, oh. So Alan can't
Well, you're
host.
not passed out in a pool of urine.
Which was one of the options that we discussed might be the case. I thought maybe there was another geese attack, potentially, you know, that Alan could not recover from.
This is, who knows what's going to happen today, folks.
Yeah, this is going to be a giant mess. Neither Ryan nor myself have ever tried to host anything when it comes to the internets, and Alan is generally speaking a little behind the closed doors. Alan is the guy that puts together our formats for the show, so we currently don't have a format either. So this is
one.
Yeah, this is Ryan and I just shooting the shit. We kind of wanted to just come on here and be like, yo, there was some Band-Maid news that we really wanted to talk about, you know, and which I didn't even, I was waiting for Ryan to tell me about it, you know. So I was like, I need this podcast to go on just so I could hear Ryan tell me about the Band-Maid news. All right, you got some stuff for us, don't you?
Right now?
You want to read it now?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
So it's been teased that in July there's going to be some news about an EP, and we finally got that news. And I brought up the email from the Band-Maid News. Welcome home, International Masters and Princesses. Unleash, the new Band-Maid EP to be released on September 21st this year. So the EP is called Unleash, and the lead track is also called Unleash with 5 exclamation points. The EP is called Unleash. It's important. And there will be a music video that's an animated music video featuring the band, which they will release later. So
Well,
that's
I heard about the animated music video. Somebody said it was like an anime style, right?
yeah,
Do you think
yeah,
that means that we're not going to be able to actually see the Band-Maid girls in the video?
yeah. I don't think so. From what I can tell, it's just going to be full on animation.
It kind of goes against what we were talking about that one time when we saw them in the in their maid outfits, like filming or whatever, and we were like, oh, they're definitely filming a new music video. They gotta be.
Yeah,
What else would they be doing? And then it
man-made
ends up
music.
being animated.
They're doing a radio show, dude.
They just wear those outfits when they're walking around the town, you know? That's
Yeah,
how it
yeah,
goes. All right, keep going.
yeah. There are many versions of this, as usual, because they are skillful at taking all our money. The fans of Band-Maid.
Mm-hmm.
First press limited edition CD and Blu-ray, with a special package, postcard, poster style booklet, and then there's another limited edition CD, DVD, normal package. I think there's 7 to 9 different versions depending on what stores you're looking at. There's like 7 in one place and a couple more in another. So CDs, CD only, with Blu-ray, with DVD, then you get mega jackets and less things with them. It's kind of ridiculous. 2 limited first editions. What's this? Saying 8 tracks. Unleash, Influencer, Isle, like I Will, and Balance, Hate with a question mark, From Now On, and Sense and Corallium are on it.
Sense and Corallium are on the new album?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, usually their singles are left off the albums, yeah.
Yeah, like when you go back, I think it's like pretty much all, like they didn't put what was the last one? Different? They didn't put Different on the last album, right? No, it was a single separately.
World.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting but I'm glad that they're doing it. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to have all that stuff in one spot rather than having it. Yeah, a single's kind of like it's cool when they drop a single. You know, obviously you want a band that you like to drop a single, especially when you get those 2 little B-sides. You get to look forward to that stuff, but it sucks to actually have to, like, if you have an album, for example, to have to put in an album for 3 songs. You know what I mean? Like in your CD player. So,
Right.
way better to have it all kind of combined.
Amazon, Japan has the Mega Jacket, I believe. HMV and Books Online has a clear poster. CD Japan clear file folder. So yeah, depending on where you buy it, you get different things, which is usually the case. And there's some crazy people that get every version they can, and they hoard it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine. We're glad for those people.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it kind of reminds me of the PS5 people that are like, you know, we're gonna buy out all the PS5s so that we could resell them later, and then nobody else gets to get it, and you have to pay more for it. But I get it.
Hey, champ, they left Hibana off.
I know. I was just. I don't really
Seems
understand
like
why.
If they have a single with 3 songs, they put a couple of them on an album, or maybe one, and then the other 2 are just.
I really like Havana though. Like I wish that they would have included it. You know, like Corallium to me is. I think I like Corallium the best out of the 3. What do you think? Between Sense, Corallium, and Havana.
I think Corallium also, but I genuinely love all of them. They're fucking great songs. You know, they all they're all part of the same arc because they all have similar sounds for the solo and how densely packed they are. I mean, there's obvious differences, but yeah, I think it's like a matched set. Those 3 songs.
Hey, Alan, I see Alan in the chat over here. If you want to join us on this, all you got to do is hop over to Ryan's voice chat. We're actually doing this via Discord, as the people can see. As more people enter the Discord, we are getting smaller and smaller on the screen. But Alan, if you want to be a part of this, hop over onto the Discord, turn your video and your camera and your mic on, and just hop on. Be a part of this. Everybody else in here is just kind of listening, hanging out with us, hearing what we have to say. But you know, you're Alan. You're Alan of Dykodeck. Of course you can be a part of this, my friend. Hey, look, Waves in the chat too. I miss you too, man. Don't cry about it though. It's all good. So yeah, so it sounds like Band-Maid is like really coming fresh in September, my birthday month, and I cannot absolutely wait to see what they have to say. This was the most important piece of the news. Did anything else come out of that thing that they did? What was it called? The Anime Expo?
Yeah, the Grupo, which I don't have right here, obviously.
Yeah, Wave, you can
Because
pop
they
in
don't
too, of
include that.
course.
They don't include that with the Band-Maid news.
So what is it about? I didn't even hear about this yet.
What's the song? No, God damn it. There's an anime that her Krupo song's been chosen to be the closing song for it, that's huge, man.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
So, I mean, that's just we know that when you attach your music attached to an anime, that's a pretty big deal. So that's a huge thing for our little pigeon.
Yeah, it is. What was that? What was our top 10 list last week? Was I think the top 2 songs were both anime tracks, right? It was the one from Spy Family and the one from Attack on Titan, right? The Rumbling, the Sim one. I think they were 1 and 2 respectively. So definitely an upside for Band-Maid. Anytime we could get Band-Maid, hey, Wave Potter's in here. You want to say hi, Wave? Maybe not yet. We'll let him take a second.
Ars Notoria is the anime.
Ars Notoria, okay.
Oh man.
Whoops. Hey, there he is. Look, it's Wave.
Hey.
So,
I have no idea how to use Discord.
Well, clearly either do we, considering what is happening right now.
It's shown on the screen.
Am I on? Oh.
You're on, yeah, you're here now. We got the top 3 spots.
Nice.
There we go.
Thank you guys for holding down the podcast this week. I can only stay for like 10 minutes. We're about to leave.
So I thought you were busy.
I know. That's why I'm dressed all fancy today.
You look good.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you do. Slick Wave today.
Gotta add anything, Wave? What do we got?
Oh, I'm just really excited. I mean, you guys covered the news pretty well. I mean, it's just a big week of news for Band-Maid. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I mean that's we've been waiting a long time.
You guys wait
a little longer. Go ahead.
You guys talk about like the Blu-ray, the pre-order drop and everything.
Yeah, I discussed a little bit about how the different versions of it you can get, so you can just throw money at them.
Sweet.
Yeah, the shipping people are gonna love Band-Maid fans from the U.S. and Australia.
Best way to support the band.
It's true, but half our money is going to go to the shipping instead of to the band.
Dude, it's so true.
I'd rather it go directly into Band-Maid's pocket if we have the choice.
Right.
Right.
We just ordered a sweater off a Band-Maid store yesterday, and I was like, the shipping was the same price as the sweater. It's like, what the heck?
You gotta group it, man. You gotta get sweater and a fucking pillow and a hat, some keychains.
Yeah, for real. Does it all group into one order then? One package?
Yeah.
Dang it.
They've got to make like a compilation album thing where it's literally just like all of their merch together that we could all just purchase as like a bundle, so we could package it up, ship it over one thing, don't have to pay for any extra additional shipping or anything like that. And just, that'll make us all happy, I think. And plus, honestly, that's a pretty good promotional tactic for them, because how many Band-Maid fans do you think would actually buy like a bundle package where it's like we don't have to buy things separately? Like we get a t-shirt with it, we get like a pair of Band-Maid sneakers and Band-Maid sunglasses.
Dude, that'd be sick. we all show up in the same outfit.
To the audio wasn't coming. Sorry if I had double audio coming. I didn't realize I had my speakers on and.
Nope, you were good, man.
My mic.
Your audio sounds great. You sound as beefy and manly as you ever have.
Yeah, you guys sound good. Is Alan's internet just complete garbage where he's staying right now?
He just doesn't want to be part of this. That's all.
He's like, I have to go to MirCard for this.
He really wanted to be a part of the chat, though. He was very interested in that. I think he was just sick of us. He's like, I want to hang out with the people that you guys are talking to, not with you guys, though.
Yeah, I want to hear about his experience at the Nemophila concert.
That's the other thing, man. That freaking show. Do you guys catch the live stream? I know
Yeah.
way over there.
I did not. I tell me about it, please.
Uh-oh.
Well, there's two songs, first two songs, and it was really fucking good. The crowd was pretty freaking lame. Like you could see them, bunch of even older than me, guys standing up front, just not moving around much.
Really?
From what there's a lot of fan cams came out after that. I don't know if you noticed that. YouTube was like flooded with people that shot video, and seemed like the back half of the crowd is a little more active. But the sound was great, so I'm looking forward to the full show. The sound was really good.
How many people do you think were actually there?
Whatever the whiskey holds, I imagine.
Yeah, it was sold out.
Oh,
let me check
right.
the app
I
again.
think it was like 600 or something like that, right?
That's crazy, dude. Such a small.
I wonder how many of the people, because like
500.
500, yeah. So I wonder how many of the people, because you would think that Nemophila coming across here, right? The people that are going to buy tickets to that show are going to be the fans of the band, right? So they're going to be, you would assume, super excited and like actively participating, like right in the crowd. So it's probably
maybe they were just in awe that they were actually seeing Nemophila live after watching them on YouTube for so long.
Could be. It's like this mythical thing that you never thought you would experience and finally actually happened.
And
or can you imagine? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I would say for them, this is their first international show.
Yeah. Oh, I have to assume so, right?
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just a big first one they've been able to play live for, a couple years or whatever, year and a half, and they get to go. I don't know. My thoughts are fragmented. I wish I could have been there, but it's just I'm happy for him, man, because it's another band that I've got to see. Band-Maid that came in pretty late after they're already established, but getting to see a band like that kind of develop and see them grow is really cool.
Can't wait for the 16th for the full archive to come out.
Yeah,
it's gonna be sick.
The archive, the Nemophila for the.
Yeah, the whiskey show the full show is gonna be available on the 16th.
Oh, sick! I didn't know that. Okay, so that's awesome. I'm definitely gonna watch that whole thing.
Sweet.
I recorded
can you imagine being a person that just decided to go to the whiskey, a local or something, that night and seeing that band play and just like, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
See, but that's what I was wondering, like, because if you can. They sold out, right? So there's no way that they could have had walk-ups, right? But like my first impression when you said that it seemed like the crowd was kind of dead, I was thinking, what if there are like locals that just like go to the whiskey every night, and they like show up and they were like, what the fuck?
There's a lot of talk about that being people, since whiskey it's a small place, people go there. Yeah. Like if there's a concert, they're gonna go. And then there's talk of maybe some corporate types being up front, but yeah, it's all speculation. I don't know. But I know the people that wanted to see him that put out some videos and were on my Discord, they were super fucking thrilled with it, man. They said they put on a great show. And they tried to start a pit at some point, and it was stopped immediately by the staff.
Why? Wait, hold on. Why? What is that? What is that?
And they're like, there's too many old people here.
We're going to get some broken hips.
You can't be shipping out broken hips.
Y'all are a liability. Nemophila, you can't come back. You're a liability to the old people in California.
Yeah. So,
hey, Rosie. How you doing there?
Hey, Rosie.
Hey, you look great too. You and Wave looking like a pair of dapper people today.
Both looking very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I gotta get going, but thanks for letting me pop in for a bit.
Oh, thanks for popping in, man. I don't know if we would have been able to make it this 10 minutes without you, man.
Yeah, who knows what's gonna happen after this?
Well, good luck. Yeah. It was nice to see everybody.
All
Have
right.
a good day, man.
Have a good day, my dude. So, now it's back to just the two of us, my dude.
Just the two of us.
Ooh, can we do a karaoke stream instead?
Sure.
We can make it if we try. All right,
people just drop off.
All right, what else? What else is it? Let's give a quick little birthday shout out to Miss Moa Metal from Baby Metal, who I believe is turning 21 or 22, I think she is officially an adult. the age, I believe.
Good.
So that's always nice. All right. So, was there any other news that you could think of? Did you what did you do this week, Ryan?
Well, oh man, should I spoil this?
Oh,
I made videos and stuff, and I had a fan from Japan contact me a while ago and said he wanted to send me a gift. And I was like, okay, what you got in mind? And they told me, and I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. So,
well, let's see this bad boy. Ryan is now reaching over. Oh my god. Oh my god, is that a Band-Maid guitar? It's literally a Band-Maid guitar.
yeah, they were sold through the Band-Maid sites. It's Amatis.
Wow, that's insane, dude. What the
Yeah.
hell? It's actually the wood grain too, for whatever reason, just
Yeah.
looks especially nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So I thought it was gonna be flat black, but you can see the grain through it.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I like the side. Yeah.
Tortoiseshell binding.
Very
It's
cool.
actual inlays around the sound hole, pearloid inlays.
Mhm.
So, and it's
What's it feel like on your hands?
sounds really, really good. So there's a teaser. So I gotta make a video about it.
Okay.
And Arataka was when he sent me the guitar, and along with some other goodies with that. So it was a very cool surprise. I knew of the guitar and a CD, and there was a lot more there. So pretty incredible, man. So I'm kind of geeking out about that.
I would be geeking out about that too, and I'm also geeking out about a comment that I just saw in the chat from Mr. Franz Hendricks that says, "Rich is me. In case you didn't know, Champ is Rich. What is on the way to you is just as good."
Ooh,
My dude, you just put my expectations real high. I don't know what to feel about this. I am excited now, though. That's pretty cool. Yeah, man. So yeah, it's a pretty sick little present. I can't, sometimes you guys out there, y'all, the fans, y'all are just the best, man. I gotta say.
Oh yeah, oh definitely, man.
Look at this shirt. Look at this shirt. I would not have this shirt if it weren't for people sending this shit to me. You know what I mean? Like that's.
So there's all, oh hell. Got to mention this too, because another.
What's he pulling out now?
This came from Australia, man. Fucking.
Hey.
Yeah, so I got a
Ready or not.
tour poster from Bruno. So thank you so much for that, dude. So yeah, I gotta make more space on my freaking cluttered ass wall back here, so I can get the poster up too.
Yeah, I hear you. I've been slowly moving my posters from place to place just to try to like rearrange the structure so I have more room. As you can see, I have one little spot. My head is making it hard to say. I have one little spot remaining right underneath that Band-Maid poster right there. So I have room for one more poster.
I have to take my cars down just so I can get more posters up.
Yeah, but those cars are cool. I feel like they're a part of the fun.
I'm pouring coffee, not peeing, if that's what it sounds like.
For all of you audio listeners
Through the mic.
that just hear that.
Thought I'd clarify.
I'm getting a couple comments that it sounds like people are saying that the stream might be lagging. I'm sorry, guys, if that is the case. It's probably a Discord issue because,
we don't do this.
we don't do this, and I don't think you're technically. This is not what Discord is made for. Discord is not made for streaming onto YouTube via a window capture on my OBS settings. So, again, this is duct tapes and rubber bands, but it seems to be working okay at least.
It's good enough.
So
About the guitar, it is a Zamatis guitar. Yes, it's from after they did the Christmas acoustic concert. You could get them from their site. It is a China-made guitar, not the usual Zamatis made, but the quality of it is much better than some of the like cheaper Chinese guitars I've gotten over the years, and I was pretty impressed by it. It sounds huge for being like because it is a small guitar. This sounds really, really good.
You would consider that a small guitar?
Yeah, dude.
Let me see that. Oh, those.
Here's a strap.
Uh huh.
Really see the things.
Yeah.
It's smallish.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, a little bit. I guess it's Miku sized.
Yeah, for her it probably looks fine.
It probably looks big on her. You know. How tall are you, Ryan? You probably got a foot on Miku. I'm assuming.
Probably. I'm like, what am I now? Like 5'10" and a half.
Yeah, so we're about the
3/4.
same size. I assume Miku's like 4'6", 4'5", maybe. You know, something down there. So, I'm pretty sure she could use a kid's guitar if she really needed to.
Yeah.
So you got any? Did you check out any new music this week?
You know,
Not really.
I've been listening to Nemophila and Band-Maid almost exclusively.
They are, to be fair, probably my two favorite bands right now. So
Yeah,
I get that.
But I was listening while I was smoking some pork in my smoker yesterday for like 7 hours, and when that happens, I just play my Spotify likes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 800 and some songs now, and read, sit outside all day. So it was a nice relaxing day.
Oh, that's cool.
I
Sounds like
don't
you had
think
your
I
4th
ever-
of July early. That sounds like 4th of July right
Yeah.
there.
I did that. Went to a buddy's house and he had fireworks and stuff last night, and it was a nice relaxing day.
That's cool, man. I finally got back onto I decided to turn my camera on for the first time in like 3 damn weeks, outside of this stream that we do, and I did a stream yesterday for like 5 hours. It takes me like 5 hours to get through like 3 songs. I mean, that's just champ medium style, but. I checked out a bunch of really good stuff, including that new Nemophila song that you guys had already heard and talked about. Abadana, I think. Adabana?
Adabanana?
Adabanana, yeah.
Adabana. What do you think of that song, man?
I thought I was going to cry, is what I thought. I thought halfway through the song, I was just going to break down in tears because of how much I loved what I was hearing in that moment.
It's fucking great.
I just gotta say this. First of all, I listened to 5 excellent J-Rock songs yesterday, in a row. I had a Hanabi song. I listened to Trident for the first time. I had this Nemo song. I had a Band-Maid Hide and Seek for the first time, which was I think of the last B-side that I hadn't heard from Band-Maid also. So that was kind of the closing of a book. So that was a little sad, but it's awesome because now I have them all on my Spotify. You know what I mean? I never have to wait for another Band-Maid B-side to put on my Spotify again, which is great. But that Nemophila song, man, once we got to that bridge in there, and it just went from epic to just heavy as fucking hell, and then back to epic again. I thought that was. I didn't think that there was going to be a song from them that beat Dissension for me, just because I really loved Dissension so much. But I think that might have done it. I think it might have actually surpassed that song.
When I heard it first, I loved it, and it was. There's I don't know what it is about Nemophila, but there's obviously a lot of people get, as I do with a lot of bands, get hung up on the vocals because she's unique.
Mm-hmm.
Maggie has a unique voice and she uses it, and that's usually what will cause people to either love a band or hate a band. If their music is a genre you're familiar with and the singer's a little different, it can be polarizing. So if you really like it, then you're gonna love it. And if that's a hurdle for some people to get over, but some people are also commenting about, well, I was hoping for something faster, it's slow. I'm like, dude, it was fucking heavy. It was slow, but it was just heavy as hell.
Yeah, I like that combination though. That sort of when you can make a song that gives you, because the first half of that song, like you said, the intro, especially the first verse, I was getting more. I think I mentioned Lacuna Coil when I was listening to it. Kind of had those vibes where it's metal, but not super metal, not super heavy or anything like that. But then you hit that pre-chorus and it gets heavy, and you go, oh, she's screaming. She gets a little bit into it, right? And then back to
that punch.
Yeah, it gives you that gut punch, right? But then it goes right back into the sort of it was a much tamer song than I think a lot of the other songs I've heard from them so far. until you get to that bridge. And then the bridge, you get that like 3-part sort of like Love Bites-esque solo that they do in there with like the going back and forth from the guitarist, and then they come together at the end and do the dual lead together to close it out.
Yeah, fucking killer solo section, by the way.
Probably
Holy
their
shit,
best,
man.
right? Probably their best solo.
I think I can learn that, and I started working on the solos, and I got like through just like the first section of the first part of it, and then I was like,
I've had
yeah,
enough of this.
It's not happening.
I honestly
sat down and held my hand and said, "You put your fingers here. I could probably figure it out." And
I couldn't. There's no way that my fingers are moving as fast as that. Like I was some of those parts were out because Nemophila to me, because I guess I haven't heard that much. Like 5 songs or something like that. They're like really really good, but I haven't thought of them as like a solo band. You know what I mean? Like a band that like is known for solos. I know that they're all capable of it, but it's not like something that they've focused on too much. They've had solos, good ones,
right,
but it's not the featured part of the song. This song, however, like I felt like, wow, they put a lot into that solo section.
Yeah. When Hazuki went into her solo and she's like overhand, 2-hand tapping like fucking piano. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
They do. One thing I liked is they in Hypnosis they featured Tamu instead of having dueling guitar solos and stuff. They switched it up and just add like a drum section. It wasn't even an insane drum section. It was like a tasteful, really cool extended kind of drum fill section, and it's just cool seeing they do different stuff. And in this song they had a little drum break and then into the solos.
Yeah, that was probably you're talking about like right before they go into the guitar solos. They had that like little section with that Slayer sort of. They had like everything that they did in that song reminded me of another band at some point. And like right as they start that bridge, listen, I'm gushing over this bridge right now because it was one of my favorite bridges that I've heard in a long time. They come in and that's this sort of like dual lead section that they start with gave me serious like Seasons in the Abyss vibes from Slayer. It was really like kind of slow but epic and heavy and dark sounding all at the same time.
Yeah, if you go and listen to it again, there wasn't really anything slow about it.
The guitar's not.
It's like it's weird because it feels like it's got this. I mean, it's not speed metal, but what's going on isn't really slow. It's just weird.
That's probably a bad word to describe it that I use. It's slower than the next part. Let's say that. For the rest of the solo, it was the slow part of the solo. But probably the coolest part about it was that drum. It was such like I'm trying to refrain from calling it a drum solo because it wasn't really a drum solo, but to transition from that Slayer-esque part into the faster guitar solo part, what they did with the drums right there was my favorite drum segment that I've heard from Nemophila in general.
Yeah.
It was just it was just like really, like you said, tasteful was a really good word to describe it actually, because I at no point felt like it overstayed its welcome, one, or that I felt that it was forced. Like sometimes you hear somebody force something in just to have like sort of a shining section for it felt so right, like it was appropriate.
Yeah, it was a great connector for what it was spanning. It was just
100%. I also listened to another Nemophila song on the stream called Game Over. Have you ever heard that one yet?
I know I don't recall what it is. I know I've heard it, but
so it was like I was considering it their power ballad while I was listening to it. It had like a really sort of like epic and sort of like, again, more toned down. It was even more toned down than this last one. Hey, somebody just joined us.
At the end? Does it get crazy at the end of it?
Yeah, at the very end.
That's a song I skipped many times when I listened to the CD, and then I listened to it one time, like, holy shit!
yeah, dude, I'm the same way. Are you sometimes just like, hey, look at this guy?
He even did his hair.
It's looking great. What's up, buddy?
I figured out where you guys were. I was like, I kept trying to message you guys.
I can't check my messages or else our YouTube stream will disappear. So, unfortunately, but hey, you made it, man.
The only issue I had was I just couldn't host. I could join because my internet on my phone is perfect. It just internet here sucks.
Okay, well, you made it now. That's cool. We had a wave cameo for about 10, 15 minutes earlier, so now we got Alan onto the stream. Alan, we were just talking about what we did for the week, and we just finished. So why don't you throw in what you did for the week?
Yeah, let me
Friday.
plug in shit. Wait, you guys keep talking while I plug in my phone real quick.
Sure. Look at this guy's hair, man. I'm loving it. You put a
What? Just waking up there?
Yeah, dude. With the just waking up hair. It looks like you've, you know, like model-esque, my dude.
It's that messy look you work so hard to not get.
Yeah. There we go. Well, man, I have a lot to say, but I'm just trying to find my fucking charger.
Well, yeah.
You guys keep
right
talking.
click on the video on your screen and uncheck show non-video participants. Is that something you can figure out?
On Discord,
Yeah.
I can try.
Right click on the screen and then uncheck. You can choose to show non-video participants or not show them.
Oh shit. So this is cool though, you guys are doing it through Discord. Pretty badass.
This is it. I was thinking of it more as like lazy, but hey, man, sure.
But no, you figured it out. I like that's cool.
Yeah, I was
That's
trying
good.
to, and I was like, "What?"
There we go.
It's a team, man. We made it happen.
Awesome. But no, I'm glad that you guys are able to get it going and stuff.
Hey, look at that! It's just the
Sweet.
three of us. We can make it if we try.
Now I just gotta find my charger. Yeah, good.
This phone's gonna go dead in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, this is
So-
amazing. It actually looks kind of normal now. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's all right. So, Alan,
So,
did you do anything interesting this weekend?
No, just kidding. We flipped off Ryan Muir for like a good 20 minutes though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not my idea, by the way. They're like, "Hey, man, I want to flip off Ryan Muir," and I'm like, "All right." So we took multiple pictures with multiple fans. Of both
What I get from my Discord members and fans is it's a dichotomy. Sometimes they do stuff like this, Alan,
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
and then
I
sometimes they
know
flip
about
me
this.
off with 10 pictures.
You gotta have
That's
a little
awesome,
good with a
though.
little of the bad, right? Like you
I
can't just get all praise.
I appreciate both,
Right.
but I like one more than the other, if I'm honest.
I'm
There's
assuming the one
Alan's,
that gave you
hotel
the
room.
guitar. I really can't find the shirt. Yeah, it's a hotel room. You know, got my pizza. Supposedly New York style pizza. It's not. It sucks.
Uh.
Anyways, I really can't find my charger. This sucks. It's probably in the car.
All right. Well, we'll take you for as long as we can get you, my dude.
All right. Well, you guys keep going while I find this. I'll tell you what I did in the week
Okay. Cool.
in a second.
Screen space with your freaking messy bed.
Yeah.
Shout out Gabriella's Pizza Co. I guess.
Yeah, not good pizza though.
Oh, ooh, that's there's gonna be literally dozens of people to hear that. I hope they don't sue us.
Yeah. All those people.
That's
out
true,
in-
That's true.
All those people hanging out over by Whiskey A Go Go that weren't dancing for Nemophila. They're
Found the
gonna be
charger.
angry.
Look, guys, found the charger. Wow, I
Hey.
can't believe his AirPods made it all the way to my car. Impressive.
So
I'm busy.
whose birthday is it today, Alan? Do you know?
Oh God.
I'm
not
putting
good
I'm
with
putting you on,
birthdays.
I'm putting you on the spot right now.
I know, and
yeah.
you don't. That's ridiculous.
I thought if anybody on our stream would know, it would have been you. It's Miss Moa. Miss Moa.
Oh God. Oh yeah, it is. Oh shit. Yes, it's her birthday. Yeah, I don't know like trivial stuff like that as much.
Yeah,
I'm
me
bad
neither.
with that.
I can't name a
even-
single birthday.
I can't remember my kid's birthday, let alone. So I mean,
I don't know if you should
I need to-
admit that on air.
oh, they know. Like, how old are you?
Oh, that's so funny. I did have to. I'm gonna be totally honest. I had to ask my son the other day. "Well, you were born in 2008, right?" He was like, "Yeah."
Oh
Dad,
yeah.
what
Oh,
the
that's
hell?"
the worst. your part is the worst, man. Like I can't even remember my daughter's year right now. I have to do some math and calculations. I'm pretty sure it's 2005, but I could be wrong. There's a possibility that I could be wrong. So you guys can hear me all right?
Yeah, you're okay.
All right, good. All right. It's crazy because I've been wanting to talk about this and I haven't had a chance to talk about it. But yeah, Nemophila concert that's no concert. Fucking, it was a blast. Had fun. I almost got kicked out 3 times. So that was fun.
Were you the one trying to start the mosh pit?
Yeah, apparently I was the instigator of the mosh pits. So first time I put Christina on my back and so she could get a better view of everything, and I was just like, going crazy, had a couple drinks, like just fucking going wild as usual, headbanging, and then put her on my back, and then they're like, oh no. We were rocking out in the back and we're headbanging and stuff, and then of course security guard comes over, I get a little dizzy, and I almost take him out with my fucking head. So, and then he just looked at me. I'm like, bro, I'm standing in place in headbanging. Like, I'm not even moving around.
Oh, the MCs. I know there's 3 or 4 MC sections where they're kind of Saki was translating for Mayu for at least one of them.
Yeah, I got all that filmed. I filmed all that stuff with them talking. I'll put it up for you guys on Discord here shortly. See if that appears out in there.
There's some big news you just missed, sir.
What? I missed news? I've only gone off for like
Alan's
a minute
making
and a
the
half.
freaking. He's getting the connections.
What kind of connections?
Oh, it met up with one of the correspondents from J-Rock News.
Oh, cool.
They know who we are.
I like
They know
them
who we
because
are.
we very, very commonly utilize their website for finding news.
Cool, man.
Yeah, and he loves that we do that, and he he asked for permission reverse about the top 10 and all that stuff. If he could use stuff, I'm like, absolutely, and then we talked about Nemophila concert a little bit afterwards and took pictures, and we'll see how that goes.
He was at the concert?
Bring more awareness. He was at the concert. He was taking
That's
photos and
sick.
stuff.
Oh, that's really cool.
We might get a cool little mention shout out on the J-Rock News channel, and that'll be awesome.
Great. I mean, a partnership with them in general is probably, beneficial for all accounts because it's just different ways to get the news out there, right? Like, that's the whole purpose.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
what they're doing, it's what we're doing. It's just like we're the audio version of what they're providing.
Yeah, it's the whole point of the podcast. Was to get the whole community together and stuff like that, and get in touch with you guys and doing this. So it's like it's kind of cool to see it going to plan.
Really cool.
Seeing it happen. So, yeah.
Did you know that they were going to be there, or did you just happen to meet up with them?
No, not at all.
What a crazy ass coincidence that is.
Yeah.
Honestly.
No, he came up to me. He was like, "Are you Alan from that?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I like you guys are doing podcasts." I was like, "Oh."
You're like, wait, who are you?
So, no, I saw the J-Rock News. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, that's
I
so
didn't know you
funny.
guys are over here also, but of course they have correspondents everywhere. So, but yeah, they have one in the U.S. So I'm sure he's going to be at all the Band-Maid concerts and stuff like that, and so we'll be seeing him. And
that's crazy. I love to hear it though.
Ryan, I'm meeting you in L.A. now on the 15th.
Oh, because of
in the VIP section.
That's cool.
Nick, that's his name. That's what I thank you. I feel like an ass. Sorry, Nick. After I rocked out with you for we were drinking a bit.
Weird.
And he told me the last beer I gave him put him over the edge. I'm like, ah.
Wait, so you're meeting Mir in LA on the 15th, and you're in California right now? Are you going home, or are you just staying in California?
No, in October.
Oh, okay. This is the 15th. I was like, I guess you're just gonna hang out there for a couple extra weeks.
Apparently, we're streaming some crazy trivia question thing or whatever. I guess Ryan and I are gonna be doing some trivia thing with a couple other people. So, yeah, Ryan's gonna win.
I'll be taking over my trip, dude. I had plans. Now you're like, oh, here's what we're doing. What the fuck?
You will have structured fun, my friend. It's like going on a cruise. You gotta sign up for all the little things.
Yeah, we gotta document some shit. People are gonna expect that.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be awesome. Yeah, we were thinking. I was thinking about this. I haven't brought it up to you guys. We'll definitely be filming when all 3 of us meet in Pennsylvania, stuff for the guys podcast. We'll do the podcast right there. So that'll be fun, very very fun. But it was overall so good. You know, I'll be joining some of the Band-Maid fans and stuff for a block party tomorrow for July 4th. So that'll be fun. And yeah, so playing some tunes and everything like that. So, yeah, good week overall.
How long were you in line
drive,
waiting for the show?
Not that long, because the you only can have so many people at the Whiskey Go Go. So,
Right.
but so for some reason, every time I go to any show, apparently something goes wrong with my hand. So I'm tired as fuck. I drove 10 hours straight. Christina drove a couple other hours periodically, but I'm dead tired before we get to the show. And last time my hand was fucked up, I had a pin in it when I went to a concert. This time, I decided I needed to cut a hole in my belt, and I was so tired, I fucking like sliced off fucking this top layer skin of my finger before going to the concert. So I'm sure everybody saw me because they're all waiting in line and see me like holding my finger, have blood fucking everywhere, and I'm like, God damn it, I haven't even made it to the venue yet, and I'm already slicing it off my fucking finger. So it's healing fast though. It's healing fast. But this whole skin was like off. I was like, oh, I can see my bone. That's great.
Don't you love it when you get injured before the show?
Before the show.
Before the show.
I just want to go to one concert without a fucking hand
You know,
injury.
I don't know if I want to meet up with you in LA or not. You know, I almost get kicked out 3 times from the show, and you're mutilating yourself before the show. Maybe I'll just like stay away and then meet up with you afterwards.
Brian, you know, sad is I was completely sober for the entire show, and I was still getting kicked out. I was just headbanging normal, like a normal fucking metalhead at a rock concert, or you know, just like a rock band. You know, like I was doing normal rock shit, and I was getting kicked out. It made no sense. Like I don't know what else I could have done. But yeah. So yeah, Whiskey Go Go, fucking don't mosh there, guys, or put anyone on your shoulders, or try to headbutt any security guards.
I wonder what happened there to make them like be so careful about how people walk around inside of a rock show. You know what I mean?
It's a small place. It is a very small place. It is very small. It was fucking packed, and like they had guys like they made sure it was like a tight corner, so there was a pathway. I mean, they were on top of it. They were fucking on top of it. They were like with their lights and making sure. I've never saw it. Like they were like, you know how you park cars and you have like a pile of cars and you park them and you always got the guard like putting the light or where to go, right? This is what they were doing with people. So like you had this path. And they're like, and then like they see you walk up, they're like, "You going to the concert?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to the concert." All right, and they fucking like flash you in. I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" So like they literally tell you where to go. So that's probably why they got pissed off at me, because they're telling me where to go and I wasn't listening.
Yeah, they'll do it, man. They'll definitely do it.
Yeah, but it was a blast either way. I had fucking fun. So yeah, I was kind of thrown back. There was like some stuff, like I said, on the comment section, people like getting pissed at the crowd. I'm like, but guys, everyone was having fun. I think you had to be there. It was a blast. I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully they caught some footage of everybody getting into, because there was a point where we're all jumping at the same time. Everybody did get into it. Just the first 2 songs, everybody was kind of just like probably taken back, like, holy fuck, they're right in front of my face. And, you know, this is the first gig. I mean, I think people are looking into it a little too hard. And then also remember, Whiskey Go Go did not let us do anything.
Yeah,
I couldn't even headbang in place. So.
That's crazy, man.
In the chat, they said that it's always been like that. They wouldn't let that shit happen. Like,
but headbanging in place, like they literally.
No, I mean, you know, no moshing, but I just from the legendary status of the whiskey, I figured it was just fucking nuts all the time, but apparently not.
Granted, I mean, Nick and I were going like, we were doing a whole like.
Yeah, fucking truth comes out. I accidentally punched the guy in front of me a few times, but I was just in place headbanging.
I was in place though. My feet were planted. There was no shift forward. We were like perfectly. We had the stance like this. We were both lined up in unison, going like that, and somehow I managed to headbutt someone. I don't know.
Well, that'll happen if you're just slamming your head forward and there are people in front of you most of the time. But as long as you had your feet planted, man, that's what's important.
Exactly.
That's
why I don't think he kicked me out, because he just like he just gave me the look like, motherfucker, I've already talked to you twice. Like, so it was good nonetheless. But and it was fun. Yeah.
That's cool, man. And it sounded great, right? Like that's the most important part, right? It sounded great.
That was the other thing. It sounded really good. We just had reacted to the full concert before coming out here. The line Shibuya,
Hmm.
I think is how you pronounce it, and we just did the whole concert reaction. So like, it was cool seeing that concert reaction. I gotta say, they sounded better at Whiskey A Go Go than the Shibuya DVD. They sound good in the DVD, but the Whiskey Go Go is really fucking good. I don't know how they captured the audio. Hopefully, the audio capture is really good with it, but it sounded good.
The
You
two
know,
songs of stream
being there.
sounded really, really good.
Oh,
Well,
it did? Okay, that's
yeah, it
exciting.
sounded really good.
Oh,
So,
I got footage, guys, for you too. Like, I'll put it up. Like, I watched how they zoomed in on all the girls and stuff like that when they go back and forth with solos and stuff like that. They had cameras set up everywhere. They had one guy at the front of the stage, zooming in on everything. They had two in the back, but it was really cool to see like how they're getting the angles. It was like fucking awesome. So they brought a lot of good gear and stuff. And then I felt like an idiot because I was crossing the road and I saw the like Nemophila film crew or whatever. So met a couple of those, but I should have like did a video with him. Fucked up on that, but anyways, but yeah, it was still cool to meet everybody. And we're trying to catch him off the bus, but couldn't. So.
Yeah. Still sounds mad fun, man, and it sounds like it was a good experience overall, even with the lack of movement that was allowed for you. And honestly, the most important part to me is just that they sounded good. That like, because Nemophila to me, it comes off as like just like the recordings. I know you don't love the Ray of Light mix, but outside of that, like I think that they.
I like the new one.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that for a second. Cause I was talking to Ryan about that song and how it blew me away. Completely.
That fucking blew me away.
Yeah, you felt the same way?
Yeah, I felt the same way. It was fucking amazing. That was so unique. That was just a unique fucking sound and harmonies and
threw some people
awesomeness.
off, man.
That was like, I thought that was very original sounding for them. Like there's nothing to compare it with. That was Nemophila. It felt like when I heard like Dissension. Like the other songs are good. Like one of my favorite songs, Hypnosis, but there's like roots to that. You know, like I can hear other songs in that. This one was just like, this is Nemophila. I don't know. That's how I felt when I heard it. Because it was very unique sounding, just the way that it was structured together, the way that those harmonies come in with those leads. It was a beautiful song. I could see why people are throwing back because there's nothing really to latch onto when you listen to that song. And if you know, after listening to a lot of music for a while, you always find stuff that sounds similar to that song. You really couldn't find things similar to. So, and,
well,
I thought that was really cool.
If you go back and listen to me about a half hour ago, I'll say the complete opposite of what you just said, but I still appreciate your take on it, my friend.
I don't know.
Different references of other bands to put in there, man.
No, it's kind of funny. I love that how you say that.
It could be so many
one consistent thing through the whole song. It's just freaking cool. Like I said, it's original, very original.
It is definitely original. It's just moments of the song that reminded me of other bands from time to time, but like the song as a whole, you know, the song as a whole was definitely unique to them. I will say this though, and I know I'm talking a lot about Nemophila, and Alan has disappeared. I know I'm talking.
I'm still here.
Oh,
still
okay,
here.
He's here. He's just
invisible. Letting someone pass. Back. All right, I'm back now.
Hi. So I know I've been harping on Nemophila a lot, but I gotta say, like, out of the songs I've heard, right? Like I've heard Dissension, I've heard Revive, I've heard Atabana, I've heard Monsters, and one other one that I can't remember the name of right now. None of those songs actually sound the same.
No.
To the point where, like, I literally, after I heard Monsters the first time, I thought, like, it was almost like a different band than Dissension. Like, it was, like, going from, like, a mellow death band to almost like a more of a pop punky feel. And then when we come over... Oh, and Game Over was the other one that I heard. And then when we come over to this one, it's got more of that, like you said, like you can get elements of other bands, but none of them are from the previous songs that I had heard from Nemophila. You know what I mean? Like I could hear some Slayer in there, but I don't hear Nemophila Dissension or Nemophila Monsters in there. I hear like a totally new sound. And
in this new song, you can hear all that stuff. I think. And
that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
No, that's a cool point though. That like Because I see some people are like, oh well, it's pretty predictable. I'm like, what the fuck was predictable about it?
How could it be predictable when their other songs don't sound
Predictably
like
amazing,
that? You know, like
I guess.
yeah,
Yeah, but
predictably
it's
good.
generally people that are just refusing to like them because they want them to sound like somebody else. Well,
Now I will say this though. I there were a lot of comments in my chat while I was streaming saying I like everything about them except for the screaming. I can't get on board with the screaming.
Get over it!
That-
God damn it! Keep
that's
hearing about
the,
the fucking screaming. What? You know,
It's really stopping a lot of people from getting
It
into
is.
them.
It is.
I was surprised by that.
After the concert, I was even telling the J Rock news guy, I'm like, they're going up to my top 3, like real quick. Like,
Yeah,
man.
they've jumped
After
up for
seeing
music.
live, man, the fucking it's amazing. It was good.
Do you
I don't
guys think as a whole, do you think that Nemophila would have a larger audience to appeal to or a smaller audience to appeal to if they eliminated the screaming part of it?
Larger. It'd be.
Dick.
I think the people that like him because of the screaming would still like him,
Mhm.
and they would gain fans
Yes.
that don't like it.
That's true.
If they tone back, but I want them to do whatever the fuck they want to do.
I wouldn't like him as much if there was no screaming, personally. Like I
wouldn't as
absolutely
much,
love
but it wouldn't. I like the music enough and her like rock vocals enough that I'd still listen. To
Agreed. I'd keep listening to the band, but I don't know if they would have immediately been in like my, oh my god, I can't wait to hear more of them, because it's her vocals that, even though the rest of the band is just absolutely insane also, it's her vocals and the range of her vocals that I think really are the standout of the band. Not just the fact that she has a nice clean voice, or the fact that she has a nice raspy rock voice, but also the fact that she could go anywhere from a scream to a clean and feel comfortable.
First song I heard was Monster, which has the synth in it, pretty heavy synth in it, and she doesn't really scream in it, I don't think. Then the second song, I think it was fucking Oiron or something. I'm like, what the fuck? I just fucking.
I was gonna say, this is what I think they could do to solve this. I think if they had just purely clean songs, also with other songs that have the screaming on, maybe that would be an awesome move. I think.
If you did say that one more time, sorry, I didn't hear you.
If they had songs with clean vocals, purely clean vocals, which I don't they kind of already.
Yeah. I don't even think she screams in Revive, if I remember properly.
Yeah.
I think it's like all raspy vocals. Or Monsters. I don't think she screams in Monsters either.
No, I don't think she does either.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Yeah.
So it's definitely not like an
know.
every song thing. She pulls it out when it feels like the song dictates that it should be there. Like Atabana, she only did it in the pre-chorus, right? And then the rest of it was clean.
Right.
I know you guys said about them being bigger, but they are one of the fastest growing Japanese bands right now. So like, I mean, they're going to be really big. Just like in a few years, 2019. I mean, I think they're doing just fine with the screams.
I
and
think
people that don't like this, I think like, hey, that's what we have Band-Maid for. If you want clean vocals all the way through, right? Band-Maid's a fucking excellent, amazing band. So like, I like my differences in flavor. Like, I can listen to Band-Maid all day one day and listen to Nemophila all day one day, depending on my mood. I don't want all my bands sounding the same. That's just me though. Like, or if I want chaotic craziness, I'm gonna listen to Max Hormone. You know, or I'm gonna listen to that. Or if I want to feel upbeat, I'm gonna listen to baby metal all day. I don't know. Like, so for
I like
the ones
just
that
mixing
want
them
to
all
go,
and just hitting fucking shuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, that's my mood, right? My mood is give me all that shit.
Sometimes I'm in a mood. Sometimes I'm in a mood. Like, I'm like, I want to be
Yeah.
He goes crazy and fucking Max the Hormone albums all day, you know?
Usually it's shuffle for a while, then I'm like, I just want to listen to Band-Maid, so I'll just.
Like, on the trip up here, I just listened to the acoustic album from Band-Maid. I didn't want electric guitars. I just want clean acoustics and amazing vocals. And by the way, I can't stop listening to those 2 Miku tracks on that acoustic album. They're like my favorite tracks. But but yeah, I just keep. I like having that different variety, and I think Nemophila is doing just great, and they're going to be pretty fucking huge. I mean, they sold it out. Whiskey Go-Go wasn't sold out, but then it was sold out near the end, and the place was packed. So I think they're doing good.
I
For
think
the first time here.
I think they're doing great too, as like a new upstart type of band, obviously with very talented, vets in the band, but like the band itself is an upstart band, and they are you know, listen, we see. I was just looking at the YouTube numbers on my stream yesterday, and I was noticing that there are bands that have been around for a while, a lot longer than them, that aren't hitting the same numbers as them, and like the J-Rock bands don't do that great in general on YouTube, except for like a very small like handful of them, and the rest of them, you know, they sit around. A lot of them have about like 80 to 120,000 subscribers on YouTube or whatever. Nemophila, I think, has like over 100 already, or close to it. So that's
well, their marketing is really good too. Doing these covers and everything is always a genius move. Like it's been a common move done on YouTube for years. You know, they have that down. You know, they're all amazing players. And I'm telling you right now, watching them live, the guitars are on point. Like I can hear a fucking mistake.
That's clutch. How did the drums sound? Drums sound good too?
The drums are pretty good. They're a little bit in the back. It wasn't as beefy, but also they could have been the headphones I had in, so they don't blast out my ears. So that's why I'm curious to hear it again afterwards.
Yeah,
but it sounded good.
Probably going to be very different based on which stage they're playing on, what their sound is going to be.
And they're like elevated too. They're elevated too, but it sounded good. The drums were good. Everything was good. Like it was really well balanced. Like I said, my earplugs might have distorted certain things, like the solos were like a little low to me, but I have a feeling it had to do with my earplugs or something. So
okay. Well, yeah.
So it's hard for me to really judge about it. It's really hard for me to judge about the mix of that. But what I sound like, it sounded pretty fucking even all the way through. At first, I thought the solos were too low, but then they raised them. So I mean, so no complaints there.
They actually, you noticed them actually turn it up in the middle of the show? Good for them, man. A lot of the time they don't do that. You know, I appreciate when like they'll notice that and actually adjust it, because there's so many times that you hear bad sound when you're watching a live show and they just don't do anything about it. It still sounds bad by the end.
Nobody else listening, testing the fucking stream.
Right? Like, are there not stagehands out there?
Room, checking the sound.
Well, here's a great example. So Christina and I played a show before we went out there. And the engineer, and I know my acoustic guitar, I know what settings it needs to be on. I'm like, you know what? This is a professional gig that we're playing at.
Love to hear.
This is a professional gig we're at, and they know what they're doing. So I've learned to just step back, don't say anything. You know what I mean? I'm like, and then I looked at him like, hey man, you sure the guitar's fine? It's not too bright. You don't have this clink sound or anything like that, because I know it has it if it's the Taylor's at a certain frequency. For whatever reason, it happens. And he was like, oh, no, it sounds good. It sounds great. And Christina, to her knowledge, sounded good, but it was a weird sound system setup. I'm like, all right, cool. And then we're halfway through the set, and then she does a song by herself, and I sat down, and she plays the first chord on the acoustic. I'm like, oh, God, what happened? So I was like, ran up, adjusted it while she was playing. I'm like, hey, man, let's see. At that point, I'm going to step in on this part. But it's like, you never know who you're going to get, like, and you don't want to step on toes either, because then they'll fuck your whole sound up.
No, but some of them don't give a shit either, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes they just don't give a shit. They're just like, okay, well, this is my job, I'm going to do the default settings.
They'll get petty on you. And their job is super stressful. I got to say this, because I've mixed for bands for a band over from Europe live. It's one of the most stressful gigs I've ever done, because and the sad part is when it was my first one doing it, and everything crashed, and I had to remix the entire band again. Like, you know how I do the sound check and all that stuff, and the guy is like leveling. I was doing that, and then I had to redo it all over again because something went wrong with the board, and it short circuited. And it was the most embarrassing thing. They're a big band from Europe. I can't remember what their name is. This was like 10 years ago. So it is a very stressful job. So I get it. But this is why I always make friends with the sound engineer guy, because like he can be petty as fuck. If he feels like you're a dick, you treat his shit bad, he'll fuck your sound up. Real quick.
No matter how good you sound.
Yeah, he's got the power.
If that sound engineer hates you,
the power is in his hands to make you sound like shit, even if you're awesome. Yeah,
he can make requests and he can give you like, yeah, I did it, and not do the fucking thing.
He's not doing it.
I'll turn this up for you.
Annoying,
I will say though, but on the other end,
I shake their hands every time I'm going, hey man, how you doing? And like try to be, some are assholes will be like, who the fuck are you? But try to make friends with them just because you know you're gonna have to be giving him commands when you're on stage to turn up, turn down, you know. And if you have that rapport with him before you do that, then it's more likely it'll go well, is what I've noticed. So
yeah. I will say, like, but I've had yes, they have a lot of power to the point where like, listen, I don't want to fuck with the sound guys either because they know more about it. They've been trained in it, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But the first time I ever recorded a DVD of one of our live shows in my last band, right? We actually went out.
Recorded a DVD.
Yeah, we had like camera guys and like the sound engineer there or whatever was actually the one that was in control of making sure that everything was recorded properly, right? For the first song, I checked afterwards. Like he gave me like a little sample to make sure that everything sounded great. My guitar wasn't even on. Literally, it wasn't being recorded at all. So I was like, dude, you realize we have 2 guitars, right? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, do you hear 2 guitars? And he was like,
No.
no. I was like, dude, we're recording this. We're paying money to have a DVD made right now, dude. Like, you need to actually make sure that both guitars are being recorded. So, like, as much as, like, I don't want to step on people's toes, that's an important part. Like, make sure all of the fucking instruments are at least being on.
So, Champ, that was a good example of when you need to play stupid and be like, hey, man, I don't think I hear the second guitar. You probably
Oh, Champ, I got to tell you, your mute doesn't work in this mode.
Yeah, I know. I've got like 400 comments on it. I'm sure that I already gave away. I exposed far too much of my life in this podcast, which is why, this is going unlisted as soon as it's finished. And
why?
Because I'm going to edit out all of the things that I have accidentally shown the stream today before it goes back up.
What the fuck did you show to stream today?
Oh, could have been anything. It could have been anything, my dude.
He always does his pantless. And now we all know. He does it pantless, and now we all know. No, that's not true. I don't think I saw anything too bad, Champ.
The way that Discord works apparently is like when I'm filming this, putting this over to YouTube. If I click on anything else, people can see everything else that I click on, and I've definitely clicked on several of our private messages during the course of the stream. So,
don't worry, Alan. It's just like, hey, what are we doing today? You know,
nothing disruptive.
No, I was hoping it was worse stuff because I was gonna laugh my ass off.
He's gonna go look at it before he.
Well, I don't know. I got to go back and I got to do my research now because I got to read the actual things that I showed the damn stream. But thank you guys. You're all very cool for telling me that my mute doesn't work, and I just had that was the conversation that I had while my mute was off. I don't know how much of that you guys heard, but
I don't think I came.
I didn't hear any of it.
Okay,
yeah, we didn't hear it.
Thank God, because that
that's what you mean.
That got a little intense. So I'm glad you couldn't hear that.
It didn't come through.
All right, good.
Yeah, it didn't come through on here for sure.
All right, excellent. Then we're good. I think we're okay. I think we're okay for now.
Oh, okay, that's what you meant. I was wondering my phone just went haywire.
Yeah, you turned sideways.
Yeah, I don't know why it turned sideways.
I'll be chasing it around in circles now. What the? Look better like that. That's even better.
Oh man, sorry guys, I can't read the chat, but welcome everyone.
I'm reading the chat right now. They're saying they just heard noise. And breaking news, Champ has been exposed. I just want to say, Teresa, I exposed myself the first time I ever went live. I've never recovered from that. People realized who I actually was, and I will never be as cool in the eyes of YouTube again. So whatever I expose myself from going forward is just it's post-exposure.
Adds to the pile.
Yeah, it adds to the pile of lack of cool that I actually present.
Like, now I have a bunch of squares on my screen. All right. Well,
looks good.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me? All right. Cool.
Yeah, you're fine, buddy. Honestly, we're probably. I mean, I'm out of. We talked about the Band-Maid news and the Nemophila concert. Unless there's anything you want to talk about, we're probably pretty close to the end of this anyway.
No, I mean, like I said, we had fun. We did a gig last night. We played at what's called Black Cat, and that was pretty cool. We filmed that. And we did a couple covers and some originals and stuff like that. We did a bunch of acoustic jams. Tonight we're going to a comedy place and hopefully going to jump on and do some more guitar stuff or do some music. We've just been getting gigs as we've been going along out here. So it's been interesting. So
we like to know if there's a certain song that stood out for you during the show once you get done with your whatever you're talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, and then a certain song that stood out. Man, that's a good question because I'm so bad with names. I mean,
Right.
Hypnosis definitely stood out, of course, because I recognize that lick from anywhere. But
did you notice a big shift in their sound because they have like songs that are like lighter or heavier or whatever? Like,
no, because something that's really cool about this band is that even the lighter ones, they still keep the same general tone. Like, and when they went to the clean
that's what
stuff,
I was wondering.
they have their pedals switching.
Actually,
so like the distortion was the same in all the songs.
Did they
Actually,
play?
It wasn't really a drastic change.
Did they play Ray of Light? Did you notice if they played Ray of Light? The one that you didn't like the mix for?
Yes, they did play Ray of Light.
Did it sound different live?
It sounded better. It sounded better live.
Because they're not using that post production sort of like echo filter.
The biggest thing
on it.
I gotta say this: I like the screams live better than on the CDs or on the recordings. Yeah, because the screams, they make them too shrill in the mix. On live, it's more muffled. Like not muffled, but it's more like deeper. It like has
more mid-tones to it.
More mid-tones. So
instead of just fucking.
Oh man. Yeah, because if you listen to like Dissension, like you hear that, like the static, like you feel it. It's really shrill. But like when they were playing there, like, oh, by the way, Dissension was such a blast. I was singing with other people. I don't know what the fuck they're actually saying, but
you were making the sounds.
Head bob stuff.
Kind of looking at me because everyone's like staying quiet. All, like, everybody knows I do this on a Babyloon concert. I'm over there like still trying to sing it. I don't know Japanese, but I'm just saying fucking yell sounds that are similar. But that was pretty fun.
Mike here says that it looked like they had to restart one of the songs. Did you notice anything like that? Because there was a problem with a backtrack.
I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't. Was that in the beginning?
I don't know.
Because in the beginning, I wasn't up front. I didn't go up front for the first two songs. I was trying to film stuff. But yeah.
Okay, cool.
Dissension stood out too. I forgot what I was saying now. But what was I saying?
Just that they were awesome.
I don't know.
That you
they were awesome.
You liked her screams better live.
The screams are better live. Yeah, and even on the DVD, they sounded better live. Like even on the DVD, the Shibuya one that we did for our Patreon, that even sounded better live.
That's interesting. I really think her voice sounds so good recorded that I'm actually surprised that it could sound that much better live.
I think her regular voice, singing voice, is just as good as the CD one. In the Shibuya one, you can tell she gets tired for the other half of the concert, and she does start losing some steam. But she keeps up with that. I mean, it's fucking 2 hours of screaming and going between cleans. That's gonna wreak some havoc on your voice either way, no matter how right you do it. 2 hours of singing like that at that high intensity is going to get tiresome for one voice to go from screams to the cleans and stuff. So you could hear in Shibuya where she gets a little bit tired near the end, but she still hones it in and brings it all together, you know? Just like when I saw Avatar, same idea. He does the same style of vocals as her, and it was the same with him. Like, he still pulled off very clean at the end, but getting off topic here, sorry. But her vocals here, it was a shorter set, and it was just, like, really good all throughout. It was a shorter set, so like she still had the same energy and it's still awesome and all high. But yeah, I just the screams are just better live. Like I said, I think it's just that shrill effect that they put on the vocals in the recordings. That might be why some people don't like the screams. I know some people just don't like screams, but that doesn't help the case when it's that high pitch and that high of a frequency because it's very fatiguing for the ear. You can listen to that for so long before you're like, oh, like it gets tiresome, you know. That's why when you're mixing, you take breaks every like 15 to 30 minutes, so you have fresh ears when you're listening.
Live. When they did live, did she make it through the whole song? Do you remember? Because on the DVD, I couldn't sing the lines. She's like crying so much.
For which one?
Life.
For
Probably
Life?
an encore.
On Shibuya.
No, when you saw it. Got the concert.
When did they play that song? That was near the end?
Probably an encore, one of the last two songs.
Yeah, because they played two songs at the end. That's where Nix and I were just rocking out the entire time.
Right on.
So...
Just mentioned that Life was the one that got restarted, I guess?
That makes sense. And that's where the alcohol kicked in. So that makes sense.
By the way, did you guys notice that... I don't know what you guys listen to as platforms. You use like Spotify or YouTube Music or whatnot. But like on YouTube Music, I saw that I was listening to Nemophila like 2 days ago, and there was like a U.S. version now. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah, they're doing. I think they're making the whole Revive album in English. I believe.
That's crazy. That's absolutely
guys?
awesome. Is that
Yeah,
if that's
cool.
actually because I listened to Dissension and it was in English. At least it seemed like it was in English. It's hard to tell because so much of it is screaming. But I was listening to it. I was like, this is all in English, isn't it? And I saw that it said U.S. next to it, and I was like, holy shit! Did they make an all English album for their music? Because if so, that's a great marketing choice to break them out.
I didn't know about that. That's crazy.
Well, let's look at the comments. Yep, yeah, people are saying that they did.
Right on.
Yeah, so that's crazy. What a crazy idea to do. You know what I mean? Like, how many bands are actually doing that?
You're not fluent in the language, and fitting English into the cadences and melodies that you have for Japanese is not an easy thing to do. I've tried to take some songs that I wanted to cover and do that, and it doesn't fucking work. So to have it sound like the phrasing and everything sound like the original song is.
That's a part that I don't understand at all. How is that even possible, right? Like, because just the way that, like, you know, you have to fit things into boxes, right? And, like, the way that Japanese works and English works are so completely different. To be able to put that together and make it work together, that blows my mind. It'll always blow my mind. You know, it's the same in, like, the K-pop world. Like, like, the K-pop bands will do a Korean song and they'll do it in Japanese too. And then when they go tour in Japan, they'll do all of their songs in Japanese. And that always blew my mind too. It's like, you guys do you even speak the language? Not really. They're just sounding it out phonetically, you know, but it still sounds cool as shit, you know? And
yeah, Dimash is known for doing that, like off the cusp, just random languages. He'll do them like it's great. Not random language, you know what I mean? But yeah, and
well, he's got a special way of moving his mouth to make anything sound fantastic. I don't know. I don't know what Dimash was given by God when he was born, but it was more than the majority of us.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how many languages he's sung in because I'm pretty sure it's past 5, if I'm not mistaken.
I've definitely heard at least 3 because I've heard English. Yeah. I've heard his regular whatever his
hometown language. Yeah. Well, there's Russian.
And I've heard him do Russian. Oh, and I heard him do Chinese on like a Chinese show.
In Chinese, yeah.
Yeah. He's absolutely insane. He's probably like the best vocalist I've ever heard in my life. At least the best male vocalist I've ever heard in my life.
But
cool. All right. Well, I think that probably, you know, draws to close our rubber band and duct tape episode of Guys Are Guys July 3rd podcast. So unless there's anything else you guys want to cover, by the way, guys, there's not going to be like I don't think we're not going to do an extended podcast today, are we?
It's up to you. The extended podcast will be all the clips of the videos that Camp didn't want to show everyone.
You know, before we started this, I made a whole video about how Alan and Wave couldn't make it because there was a geese attack again, and you guys weren't going to be able to show up due to injuries. But
yeah,
you made it back.
I mean, like I got healed. See, they just attacked my finger.
Damn geese. That's what I figured. You know, he was trying to eat your hand.
Yeah, I tried to eat my hand. It was horrible. It was a way better story than cutting a hole in the belt. That's definitely better.
Well, it's a real story, though. I just took your story from like 3 weeks ago and was going to utilize it today, where you actually were attacked by geese. And so people can believe it. You know, if I ever want to bring up a time that Alan is attacked by geese, there's precedent. Yeah, so we know that this has happened before.
We got to mention Midori was from Love Bites was in a bodybuilding competition. She got like 6th place. She got like 6th place, dude. Yeah. I forgot.
My God. I
wanted to mention because she's freaking ripped anyway. And yeah, she had like 6th place in it.
I always noticed that she has the muscles, but I never thought she's a bodybuilder. You know, that's crazy.
I didn't know she was a bodybuilder. Well, yeah, I remember some people saying about it because she's always like doing those poses and stuff.
So I guess
like,
we should probably look up Midori without clothes so we know what it looks like, right?
I mean,
wait, what?
Google Midori no clothes so we know what she looks like. Her body
competition?
is a bodybuilding competition.
Instead of.
Am I wrong about this? I feel like I should be Googling Midori without clothes. All right, whatever. Fine, I'll do this on my own time.
You do that on your own time.
Yeah, all right.
Maybe. Yeah. We'll save that for the extended. No, we won't.
So can I see your guys' outline and template for today's podcast?
Oh,
You're
also
seeing
gotta
it right
mention-
now. Go on YouTube. That is it.
Before we go, I got to mention on the Band-Maid community Discord, they're doing covers and they're looking for vocalists to cover Band-Maid songs. That's like the hardest thing to find. So, you can come to Mircord and you can get linked over to it if you have trouble finding it or whatever. But that's Orange's Discord. So
Do we have it up in Gaijin Guys also? We should probably put it up in there
we
too.
will if it's not.
Yeah, we'll get it
Yeah, we'll
over
put it in
there.
there too.
Are you
But
guys going to do any vocals? Alan, Ryan, you going to do some psyche vocals?
I don't think people want me to. That's
Yeah,
the
but we
thing.
have to do it in the key she does it in. Her and Miku.
Which one of you would do Miku?
I love to do Miku's voice.
I
You'd
do
love
the
to do
same
her
key,
voice.
just the
But
fucking
remember
two
to add the word
octave
voice to the end of that.
I
sentence there.
I'll do an octave lower. That's how I would do it. That's how I would pull it off.
Yeah. Once you learn, this is what I said last week, right? Once you learn what an octave is, life becomes a lot easier.
Yeah, it does. I just go with like, oh, this is way easier to sing it low like this. Oh, an octave lower.
Wait, did I reach 10,000
Oh.
subs?
Oh
I think-
shit!
Hey, congrats, man.
Ryan,
Somebody
you're moving
no
up in the
just
game.
told me, congratulations on 10K. I must have got it then.
Hey,
Sweet.
Hey,
Hey.
hey!
Nice. Rat.
How about that?
Congratulations, my dude.
And
Okay.
then Gaijin got hit 2K over the
Yeah, I
week.
think I saw us hit 2K too. And so did Champ Rock. Did it? Did Champ Rock hit 2K? It was pretty close. Probably not. I don't care. But go Ryan Mir.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Well deserved. Well deserved for sure. You should send me that acoustic guitar though.
Did what now?
You should ship the acoustic guitar to the address that's
Yeah.
underneath the
I'll get
Dichotic videos.
I'll get it shipped out tomorrow, buddy.
All right,
Wait
thank
for
you.
it.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us on this podcast. It was messy, but it was still fun, and we really needed to get that Band-Maid. I needed to hear about it. You know, I've been waiting for Ryan to tell me about the Band-Maid news since it happened. So I told
I'm
him
gonna have to go back and see what you guys are talking about because I'm still
Well,
lost.
they had
Okay.
a new EP. They announced their EP going to be released September 21st.
Unleashed.
Okay.
And it's called
You said
Unleashed.
5 exclamation points, right?
5 exclamation points. But
Yeah.
the EP is called
Nice.
Unleashed. The first lead track is Unleash. Corallium and the
Sense.
fucking other one are included.
Sense. Corellium and Sense are going to be
Eight
on the album, and
Yeah.
and they're going to have like a animated video for the first music video that they drop on Unleashed.
It comes,
Nice.
actually, it comes with if you get the right package, it comes with a DVD. There's 2 videos, 2 instrumentals and 2 new videos that I believe are animated. So there's 2 instrumental videos for, I'm assuming, new tracks and 2 animated videos.
2 animated videos for new tracks, or like they're animating the old tracks?
No, new. I don't know.
Oh, so I
I'm
wonder
gonna
if
send you
they're going to
the-
be considered like music videos also and released only,
Yeah.
like as singles. So then,
I hope so.
if that happens, then do you think that we're going to get the people that have the DVD, this case or whatever, are going to be able to see the videos before they actually release them officially to like YouTube?
Unless they release them before it gets put out.
Then they'll have to release at least 2, right? Because if the 2 of them
Yeah.
are made, then we'll get 2 music videos at the same time. That'd be pretty cool too. I'm down with that also. You drop two singles at the same time, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 new instrumental. Yeah. I kind of want to. What instrumental tracks are going to be? Fuck. Imagine Corallium just instrumental. All the shit going on in that song that's covered up by the vocals.
That'd be great.
I would love
That'd be
to.
great.
I would love to see that one. That would
I mean,
probably
any-
be one of my
any of them.
one of my top
Yeah.
choices though. That would be that song. I want to. Did they ever do an instrumental for Different? I want to see that too.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever actually saw
I
that
will.
one.
The chat will know.
No. All right. Well, I'm excited for the Animates, as Rob Webanoid called them.
Very nice.
The what? What are they called?
Animades.
Animes? Oh, okay.
Animated.
They should just use Orange as animated versions of them. He did a really good job on that. Just have them popping out.
Santiville did the artwork for that, I believe. So yes,
So yeah, Santiville. Santiville's versions.
I better be right. If I'm wrong, then that's bad.
Mm.
Anyway, super excited about stuff.
Yep, pretty much. Okay, I think we're gonna call an end to this now.
You guys want to sports channel further? Check out the Patreon, all the good stuff. We're putting out what reaction this week?
This week
We're putting up something.
I did the poll that we put up was I actually you guys want more backstage exposure of Champ. I totally forgot what we talked about, what we were gonna do for the poll last week, so I just made up a new poll, which was all anime songs, anime rock songs,
Polls that you.
OSTs.
Okay.
So there hasn't been a winner yet. It's still up. The poll is still going, still currently active. But there's some shit that we've talked about because like we keep putting anime songs on these top 10 lists too.
I thought we were doing
Probably acknowledge.
Baby metal song.
Well, that was last week. That was last week. No, we
Oh,
didn't.
that was last week. That's
No.
the one I need to film.
No, we didn't talk. We didn't do any of the regular segments this week. This was
You guys want to
really.
hear the top 10 real quick? I got it right here.
Enya?
Yeah. What the fuck? Top 10. Let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Oh, the Krupo new single's out 7/7.
7/7. Oh shit, that's in 4 days.
That's not very long. New Krupo.
That's in 4 days. Hell yeah.
I meant to mention the date, but I got distracted.
Yeah, I think we talked about on the news, right? Last week that they were releasing something for Lupo, if I'm not mistaken.
I mentioned the
top
anime
10.
and everything, but I didn't have a date. Top 10.
Okay,
Teresa
gotcha.
said she made pretty slides. Sorry, Teresa. I don't think they're gonna get seen today.
Sorry, Teresa.
Yeah, I can do this. We can do it like this.
Let's just read it. Teresa, your hard work has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah. Hey, I remember. Does that count? Does that count, Teresa? That we remember to do them.
All right, let's hear it. What we got? What's
Okay.
number 10?
Oh, hold on. I gotta log into this sick Motel 6 internet real quick. Almost there. Success. We have success. We're almost there. Oh, by the way, so top 10 guys, if you go to Discord, put links. It has to be, of course, relevant to, I forget what the rules are now. It's changed. There's a whole fucking formula set up and everything now for it. And it's amazing. Go check out the weekly top 10 tab in the Guys You Guys podcast. And we'll update it also with the links that we're just talking about today for the Band-Maid community and stuff like that. And on there, you can just maybe put, it has to be a music video, okay? It has to be a music video on YouTube. That's how we're doing it for right now, for the top 10. It just makes it easier for right now, but we did make it a little bit more different where it rotates now and not really based off of the total number of views. It's about the past 2 weeks and stuff. Simno keeps it updated. He updates it every week, and he has a close-off time, so make sure you give him the links before that close-off time. Otherwise, we'll go into
People
the
doing
next
a lot
week.
of work for this to keep this thing going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not-
appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
I think we give them shout outs pretty often, but we should continue
It's not
to
enough.
because, like, yeah, Simno, Teresa, Orange, Mikoto, all you people that are like always there, like helping us with this stuff. Even now, Nick from the J Rock News site, like this is, this grows every week, right? And like we get to include more and more people, and more people get involved in it, and it gets better because of that. So thank you, everybody that keeps helping us out.
We
So,
wouldn't-
number 10, we
Oh
got,
yeah, let's do this list.
we got Frederick. The song's called Junkie. Never even heard of this band. We're
Me
trying
neither.
to play a snippet here. It's loading. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to read what this slide says. It says that they're a rock band from Kobe, and they got signed to the label. Oh my god, I can't see it. Internet's slow. To label in 2014 and released multiple EPs and singles so far. I'm trying to play the songs, guys, but my
band name
internet's
again?
not. Huh?
What's the band name?
It's Frederick.
Frederick.
And the name of the song is
Okay.
what? I've never heard of this band.
Junkie?
Junkie. There it is. Hi, Frederick. What is it? 3 dudes?
Yeah. Pretty cool.
I can't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can't hear it.
I don't know if you can hear
Honestly, I could actually probably
you
play
can hear
it.
You could play it.
I think I might be able to play it.
It's called Junkie. It's very groovy, guys. If you couldn't hear it through my AirPods, it's really groovy. It sounded good.
Oh no.
We'll see.
What you do.
It just said OBS disconnected.
We're not online anymore.
Reconnection successful. I don't know if we were online or not for that period of time, but we seem to still be here. So I'm not going to press anything. No. I'm not touching anything again.
Don't touch things. Yeah, we're still live. Okay, so number 9, we got Roselia, Frozen Horizon. Roselia is a 5-piece band that is part of the Bang Dream franchise, just like Razor Stolen. So they're still on the chart. Slide, beautiful slide.
There they are.
All right. So number 9. I don't know if they went from 5 to 9, so they dropped a lot this week. So that means a lot of new bands are probably out there. We got Ado, how do you pronounce it? With Overlearning, and number 8 went from 4 to 8.
4 to 8. Okay, so we got a 5 to 9 and a 4 to 8. So we've got to have some new stuff in there.
We got some new stuff.
Sweet.
And of course, still holding on is Asterism. They dropped 1 spot this week with their song Unravel, instrumental version of Tokyo Ghoul. So this is a 3-piece instrumental heavy metal band consisting of the 3 members that I'm going to butcher their names. I'm not going to say their names. But the band name is Asterism, meaning a group of stars, expresses the 3's dreams of becoming brighter than they were individually when forming a band together. That's a cool idea. I like the name behind that. This is a new on the list. They are a Japanese idol group. They were the first female group to hold a concert at the National Olympic Stadium and were the first ones to make a collaborative recording with Kiss. And it's Memorial Clover Z with Mysterian.
Interesting.
They look so much more J-pop than J-rock. I would assume just by their outfits.
Yeah, I wonder if this is on the J-rock side. Oh, by the way, that's also we've been debating on that, but yeah, we're keeping it mainly J-rock with the top 10. But I think some idol groups do have like that rock side of it, right?
Yeah, that's like Bitch is it technically an idol group,
like
right?
Bish.
But I mean, technically, Baby Metal's an idol group, right? Like if you want to be technical about it, they're idols. People are gonna fight me on this. We got three girls dancing in the front. They got an actual band. They got the commie band. It's real, but they're idols. They went through idol training, didn't they? I have to assume. People are gonna come at my throat, but I'm pretty sure they went through idol training.
I know they are. That's why I'm laughing. I'm like this would be great.
I love. See, this is the thing. Here, I'm gonna say this. I gotta say 2 things. All right, because this has been getting on my nerves a little bit.
Those are fighting words for some people. That's why I was
people think People think there's 2 words that people in this community seem to think are bad words, which I think are good words: idol and gimmick. Okay, I don't. When I ever say anything about an idol or a gimmick, this is not in a negative connotation. A gimmick to me could be anything. In wrestling, which is where my knowledge of the word comes from, a gimmick is like if you walk to the ring with a hat on. That hat is called a gimmick. It means nothing. You know what I mean?
Look, it's just to get attention. I mean, if you're not in a brown shirt and brown pants in a band, something boring to see.
I completely agree. I was just laughing.
No, I know. I was seeing you laugh, and I was thinking, as I was watching you laugh, I was thinking about how all the other people in the chat are going to be thinking that this fucking champ. God damn it,
gimmick is viewed as a bad word.
But gimmick isn't a bad word. Is all I want to say. Like gimmick to me, gimmick just means like an outfit can be a gimmick. You put on some fake contact lenses.
Yeah.
So you got a gimmick in your eyes. You know what I mean? It's
a gimmick. If it was.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, keep going.
He says some of the idol groups are heavier than rock groups these days.
Yeah.
That's true, Hilton. I guess.
Hell yeah.
So number 5, we have 2. They're on here twice. Asterism with number 5, and it's Kai Kai Kitan, and it's an instrumental version of Jutsu Kaisen. I'm probably pushing that, but these are all from animes, right? The ones.
Yeah.
It's this.
And they were on there twice last week too. They've stayed.
That's Asterism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm talking about the I was trying to pronounce the
the title,
the name, the yeah. Anyways, it's instrumental version. I need to check those out. We were supposed to check them out, but my stream went haywire. Actually, we were supposed to check out both of those Astros songs, and we couldn't. But guys, we'll make it up. We'll be live again soon. But anyways, number 4, we have 1OK Rock. Save Yourself. 1OK Rock was formed in 2005. I didn't realize it was that long ago that 1OK Rock formed. And played Budokan in 2010, is one of the most popular rock bands in Japan. Their new album, Luxury Disease, is set to be released on September 9th.
I like
so they
that.
got a new album coming out.
I like that. So, hey, that's my birthday.
I know.
Did you say September 9th?
Yeah, September 9th.
Yeah, that's my birthday. Wait, is this a brand new song that just came out?
That's going to be...
I haven't heard of it before.
Yeah, it came out this year, and it's called Save Yourself.
Save Yourself.
Then they have a new album release. So on the 9th, on your birthday. Awesome.
Very cool. I like 1OK Rock. I know that some people in the J-Rock community, they're not like that big of fans because they're a little bit more mainstream sounding. But if you like that sort of alt-rock sound, I think that they're really, really good at it.
So, and then number 3, of course, this band's been holding in very strong for multiple weeks, is Sim, The Rumbling. Went from 2 to 3. They were formed in 2004 and have released 8 albums so far. Did not know that. And number 2, this is a new one. I've never heard of them.
Jumping all the way to 2? This new one just is debuting at 2?
Oh, wait, no, I remember seeing this before. Never mind. Maybe it was on last week.
I questioned you there for a second.
I lied. Yeah.
Is
I'm
this
glad
Spy
you did
Family
that because they're on this last week. They were number 1 last week. Today they're number 2. It's Official Hige Dandism with Mixed Nuts.
The Spy Family song, right? I think that's from the anime Spy Family, if I recall correctly.
This band was formed in 2012 and signed with Pony Canyon in 2018. The name roughly translates to bearded men. What? That's why we had Hige metal, Vegani metal. It makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
Can we be the Hige?
That's what
Hige
Eric
podcast?
and I. Yeah, the Hige podcast. There we go. The Hige metal podcast. Now this is new on the list, and they shot up all the way to 1. So their name translates to End of the World. They formed in 2005, released 5 albums and a documentary called Tokyo Fantasy so far. I'm going to butcher this name. I'm sorry. Sekai no Owari. Let me show you.
All right.
They haven't been on the list, and they're at number 1.
Sekai no Owari.
Yep.
That's what it looks like to me, too.
Yep.
Is this from an anime?
All the way. Let me see. I'm not sure.
I feel like...
Doesn't mention anything.
I feel like every time that somebody's going to debut really high on our list, it's going to be because they just released an anime OST.
We power your freedom.
Well, this is a huge video.
Right back.
48 million views.
Holy shit. Jesus.
Yeah, that's
And
bigger
how
than-
long? When did it... Can you see it? When did it debut?
April 28th.
Oh, my God.
April 28th, so that's why. That's why. That's bigger than the
Hey,
Rumble.
chat, do you guys know this song? Are you guys in the chat a fan of this song? I'm just curious because I've never heard of them before.
I'm going to react to all these songs that are on the top 10 list. It's actually kind of helping me, like, choose songs like that. Check out. Definitely got to check that out. But Brian fell out. He's gone.
Yeah, he said he'll be right back.
The number one, just disturbed him too much, and he had to leave. Just kidding.
A lot of people are saying
Yeah.
they've never heard of it. I'm gonna actually pull this up real quick. I
Never heard of it.
want to see if I can play a real quick clip of this. What was
It's
the name,
amazing when a
of the
band's
track?
never been heard, and they have that many. It's called Habit.
Habit. Oh, there it is.
And it's number 47 in the global top music video chart.
Jazzy. It's got that jazzy vibe that the other one that number 2 had that we were talking about last week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of got that same sort of like feel, like it's like very dancey sounding.
I just posted in the chat. Yeah, it's called Habit. Yeah, the vocals sound a little weird through the speaker, but I don't know. I don't know if I would like that song, but we'll see. The video is funny, is what they're saying. So it's like jazzy pop, not rap. Yeah, we need a we need to look at that and kind of keep it on the. We are trying to keep it on the J-Rock side, but I mean, we are trying to keep it on the. We are trying to keep it on the J-Rock side, but I mean, it had guitars, right? Jazzy guitars and stuff in it.
Yeah, the thing is, like in the Japanese music world, it's kind of hard to differentiate sometimes because, like you were just saying, some of the idol bands are very rock heavy, or like you get a group that's like Atara Shigako, right? Like I know Ryan, you've listened to some Atara Shigako. Like, do you consider them rock? Because they definitely have rock elements in it. They probably belong on a rock list, but they also have songs that are not rock at all, like completely 100% pop, and it's about the choreo entirely.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with them.
Right? So it's kind of hard to decide what is or isn't gonna be qualified as a J-rock song when their music meshes rock elements in so many different facets, way more than I see in American music. At least they combine those. They do genre bending a lot, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Cool. Well,
So we'll keep an eye on it, like with the lists and stuff, guys. Like, yeah, I mean, because obviously a lot of the pop stuff's gonna like take over immediately if there's too much of it. So we're trying to keep it like have instruments at least in it.
Yeah. I feel like if there's guitars,
possible.
like if there's guitars, we can qualify, right? If there's not a single guitar in it, it's almost hard to consider it. No guitar, it's probably not making it onto the rock list.
So yeah, the list is definitely geared towards rock, obviously. So because there's tons of places that are doing stuff for pop music. I mean, obviously, but so we are keeping it like more on that rock side of things because that's what we want to do with that. So because there's not really anything for the rock Japanese metal scene except for those news channels that we refer to and stuff like that. So and that's the point of the podcast. So, but I mean, obviously we're gonna expand on other Japanese music too. So yeah. I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments and stuff like that about that. What do you guys consider rock? What is your line, I guess?
Yeah, I'm curious what everybody thinks about that. Like what
Rocks.
But I've heard rap where I'm like, that shit fucking rocks. You know what I mean? But that ain't a rock song, so
It's allowed in the Rock Roll Hall of Fame. That's the goddamn shirt.
That's true. That's true, man. But I don't know. Yeah, like I'd like to hear what everybody thinks about that. Everybody's gonna have their own line, right? And for me, like personally, when we go into like these lists, I think that like if you're on the fence, just maybe don't. Yeah. If it's on the fence, maybe you say no, we're not gonna go with that, just because I want to give these rock bands their just due. You know what I mean? We all want to see the rock bands get their just due, and if it accidentally gets taken over by like hybrid pop bands, then those rock bands are going to fall out because they just don't get as much love on YouTube as the pop stuff. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, for sure.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, that's it. That's top 10. I can't believe we were able to do that right now. So sorry
we
that
got
was
it out, guys. Well, we got it out, man. You did the job. You came in here from your Motel 6 with your laptop, and you did the job, man. And we all appreciate it. Ryan is thinking about something, but oh, he faded out. Okay. All right, cool, guys. Thank you for joining us. Again, apologies for the messiness of this stream. We were just trying to throw it all together, and we're all in different places and stuff like that right now. So I hope you at least enjoyed what we gave to you. There's not going to be an extended podcast. Sorry, channel members and patrons this week. We're taking off the day for 4th of July as much as we possibly can in this situation. But I hope, yeah.
Real quick, Hilton was saying we do only take the suggestions from Discord, but we still have to filter out at once because some people do throw in some random suggestions. Just put that out there.
Absolutely. That's the thing. Like, we still want you guys to throw the suggestions into Discord. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're on the fence about it, like you guys, if you're on the fence about if it is rock or if it's not rock, you can still throw the suggestion into Discord, and then we'll end up deciphering if we feel that it belongs there or not. But it'll never hurt for you to at least try. Right? And Ryan, we can't hear your guitar at all, man.
Yeah.
There it is. Band-Maid guitar at work.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, guys. We will see you next time. Adios.
See you.
Bye.